Marego TV, the new experience with great insights.
Good morning, a lovely Thursday morning. Welcome to the Morning Dew on Marego TV, streaming live from Akuse Junction, Okenya of the Tema Akosombo Highway. You can also join us on all our social media handles, being Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and the rest. Talk to our marketers on 020-167-2828 for affordable prices. I am Nana Soyo. A quick motivation for the day. Small steps every day. Small steps every day. Small steps every day. It is a belief that movement matters more than speed, that showing up on low energy days still counts as progress, that results aren't built in one big moment, but in the decision to start before you feel ready and to continue after the feeling fades. It is about choosing forward over stuck daily. Even when it is quiet, even when no one claps, you either move today or you don't. None is coming to push you. No one is coming to push you. The distance between where you are and where you want to be is just a stack of small decisions you refuse to make. You don't need motivation, you need discipline. Every day you don't move is a day you choose to stay behind. Progress doesn't care about your mood, your tiredness, or your perfect time. Do the work today and then do it again tomorrow. Just like the Akan adage says, nkakra nkakra na kuko edinumu esio. Small steps every day will definitely create a result one day. Now let's pick the health tips on grapes. Grape is a small juicy berry that grows in clusters on vines. Its botanical name is vitis. Botanically, it's a berry because it develops from one ovary and has seeds with fleshy pulp. We have over 10,000 varieties. Main groups are for eatings and wine. Grapes for making wine, juice, and raisins. Here are some benefits when you take grapes. Rich in nutrients, high in vitamin C and K, potassium, and antioxidants. 2. Heart health, help lower blood pressure and cholesterol. 3. Antioxidant power, protect cells from free radical damage. And 4. Brain and memory support, may improve cognitive function. 5. Hydration and skin health, supports hydration and glowing skin. 6. Immune booster, vitamin C supports immunity. And then the last one, digestive health, good source of fiber for digestion. So these are some benefits of grape, why you need to take in more grapes. Sylvester is ready with Sports Flash, and then myself and Mario with Sylvester again will be on the newsprint review. Today, we're talking about the LGBTQ plus bill that has been passed in Parliament, while the Speaker said they should go in for a re-donation. We have Oblanda Godwin Totuku, YEA, member for Lower Manya in the House, and Sefa Security, MPP Communication Team member, to join us to have a discussion on this. Kindly stay from us from now to 10 a.m. Remember, Marego TV is located at Akuse Junction of the Tema Akosombo Highway. Marego TV, the new experience with great insight.
Ebuzavo yema obibia chemo bia kwaba riaba Marego TV so mrason se agudie mu nsema ya boa de fie na afi so amonone de se fata se yede money nyina ya tu December Marego Sports Flash yena so abeda o kaba e Marego money due so na no pe bebe o bia ro pe mo Facebook so dia obinya Marego TV YouTube subscribe Marego TV TikTok Instagram Marego TV ni nyina mo bibia da waka na afi so aka ye ho na no pe Marego money due ni nyina so akɔwie ni peyo medin e the champions lad producer say benteni patiko mo na no pe pe mechidoma be na so abeda kama so I mean so kontie bo ne hihye na sorry so na yen sha say ko pie mo kakra ewo FC Ashanti Gold 04 enche bia na afi so e ya de a ni nyina mo no ye bo ya de a Division 1 Premier League nya so e ba ne we nemum ye go pie mo so Swedo Blast kakra na Swedo Blast 4 penny for so da betu ja say Ghana Premier League aba na we ye ni nyina mo so itima survive relegation no na brante bo akọ jiremum edema Isupon Fidelity the den enso ede Samuel Osei Kofi eye winger bakwa na chese e ada Swedo Blast 4 ni abre sa brante we wo hwe Division 1 twemu a brante ball boy na afi so ni body ball boy no ntino wose fata se wose Swedo Blast penny 4 enso timi kosan no na nkomatwetwe no eguso ekọ pa yenche bia abrate ni den ede Samuel Osei Kofi enso e ada obeje pin na afi so abesa ni contract ede ama Swedo Blast and 20 summer epiem kaka enso ewo Swedo Blast a enna so eda kama eneso anopi ewo Sports Flash no so na yefri onoma na yenko piem ewo national issues kakra na yenko piem ewo national issues there na echese obeka ya nche bia na Blasters of Ghana ni was national team no ayonkofa kese eba so ewo Cardiff na after 90 plus 6 minutes at that time no na Ghana eshebako ena first Wolves for so eshebako eno ena ye game no abrante ni den the Abdul Baba Rahman enso December bre abetudwa na ochim sampa nanka Ghana for na fe place nyina ehwenim se Blasters of Ghana enso betimi nya sankunidie no amani sadia ni nyina mo no we no enye marathon nye se yitumika enye se bia ye kɔ 4x100 nyina inteni nyina ya boteka kamre eni krabia so na beche nti Ghana for nyina munya abotenche nyama so besisa kama e Blasters for so ochim se wo hwe team spirit work up na face so players no se no bia enso di ne ho ato ahofama na afa dwumade omo ye no ti work up no mo kodo bibia so betimi asesa e de amana Blasters of Ghana 20 sama Abdul Baba Rahman enso da betu after say Ghana ye ni votes for so e board to the one seminar let down e one on pay Sports Flash no so e wo money due no so na every Baba Rahman so ya yengo piem kakra e wo FIFA for so e de aba se nyame adoma na work up sha se kama players no wa e bia racism na bia racist abuse no e bia na obija o se ado kwaku na je se adwe ono record ni ade a na ye se Vinicius ye tuntum to oye monkey ye se we tuntum oye monkey dia FIFA for de aba se ade players betimi aye X sign ye ga se X sign a unsa no wa bom sei tamu de meto so ana mi show bia se nete enti X sign ni sei enti e bia na ye bo game na supporter bi wo fans na afi wo si o ye kwadu beji kwadu ya dwe beji we na dia we unsa no ye ni cross X sign ni sei we ni sana na se referee no sei wo ye ni sei no na se ada referee ne bebo na ben se yampa racist bi ekoso e wo game nim ti X sign sei ya na obeye to ye che referee na no so e ade a e da ba na pacho fa picture no to so fama me biom na se te FIFA 4 enso de aba se e ya na e ba sa na players nyina enye sa no omo ye sa wi a se ne te match no ye be suspend what I say match no ye be suspend na afi so stadium announcement enso ebeba ye be suspend match no na ya sa so the stadium announcement so de aba de to so mie no se e ade abuse no akoso dia na e chese match no e ade a ye be man atwetwen so for 15 minutes no na ye be ma eno so atwetwen so na afi yama players nyina FA Park no so yama players nyina FA Park no so de to so miensa se do baby na still na supporters injai dia ena match no ye betwem kra ye bobo match ni biom esa match ye betwem kra ye bobiom nti weni sema FIFA for so edia ba esa say no to racism na afi hooliganism wenyina enso ye nyama ekoso ewa FIFA World Cup e be sha se nyame adoma for next week kon weni sema eno so ye dia ba na no pay ewa Sports Flash no so na if you want ma ye to aso ko pie mo ewa Brazil national team no obeka ya dra mini story no ebrel say Brazil for akopie mo ewo New Jersey na before say Brazil for be free na say omukrom ho akopie mo ewo America no na omo aeroplane no omo edware no omo baptize aeroplane no Brazil for edware aeroplane kama asofo ko gina ho ye bompaye ne baptize plane say plane we de ye kono fire kodu asumdwe jojo na fayen na kan ye hwen ne enko wini world cup no but omo fa plane into so why ite Brazil for no e baptize plane no enti en na hwe screen so no omo dwaye ni kama mu dwaye ni ye e bompaye ite no ba ko wa kire ba ko wa nim e no mo baptize plane kama ti Brazil for aya mamre de amamu plane no say world cup ye kono plane ye fire koji world cup ni bra na san fine be see ye chrome what I say ti Brazil for before say no a omo party ways to New Jersey no omo plane no omo dware ni kama ka efe pa gangana mumu de na ti say mu de ne ti yen to aso na afa so no yen fa ne asen fa ma na no pay na yen nyene so ye fi Brazil for no ma ye go pie mo e wo Liverpool for so ni abre kama say e ade aneslot ya pamo no nti Liverpool for be man compensation fee 8 million euros and a Liverpool for team say former coach Ojemo Edmund Bondman ne den e de Andoni Areola so ye coach bia ne modeba so ni ye ba say pedi for no any coach din komo adu achi ye pa 2 years contract no na ochi ya papi be sani contract e de Liverpool until 2028 plus 1 year Andoni Areola and so be sani contract e de Liverpool until when isama and so epiem kakra e wo Liverpool for so e di na so e ma e wo hanom say na story a ye di wie kra no ugo piem e wo Germany national team camp e ade Antonio Rudiger na e ade abra mo camp no na fan bi etwem na fan no onu so godu ho no okra Real Madrid for cup ni bi what I say onu so ayakakra bi a na so onu so e de gini samba ni adade a na otwem no na nipa bebre piapian se kokko na o se debide na dey na misi akema Real Madrid na obi kwa Real Madrid for cup I see dey na o ka chem se debi o piapian nipa na o se bra na yentwa selfie nti o show screen so dia first picture no abra papa no epiapian fan no na afi second one no Rudiger e che se debide e mani nkokra mani mra na afi yentwa selfie nti wani sama epiem kakra so e wa Antonio Rudiger so aso ya na so e ma kama na no pay e was sports flash no so for fancy a wunya nka ebe kwa be wana wa nti efensi a na nyame adoma wi 3 to 4 beba na sports center jumede ni na so abramedin e the champions la Benteni Patrick eta mechana no pay yes sorry so na so yo de aka ni so na beto am.
Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water, produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality. This highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, being it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 493522 or 0503 130395. We produce in bulk quantities, so just let us know how much you need. We are located at Pong Ahunjo off the Temakosobo Highway and Dakuman, Nyamiche, Abeche Street. Glorious Natural Mineral Water, so refreshing. Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water, produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality. This highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, being it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 493522 or 0503 130395. We produce in bulk quantities, so just let us know how much you need. We are located at Pong Ahunjo off the Temakosobo Highway and Dakuman, Nyamiche, Abeche Street. Glorious natural mineral water, so refreshing.
Fly away, yes, I'll fly away.
Glorious Event Center is the perfect venue for all your special occasions. From wedding ceremonies and birthday parties to funerals, live band performances, corporate events, and private gatherings, we've got you covered. Let me show you around. We also have spacious conference rooms, restaurants, canopies and chairs, guest rooms, live bands and spinning equipment for your services. Glorious Event Center also provides video coverage and photography services for all your special occasions. Locate Glorious Event Center at Akuse Junction off the Temakosombo Highway. For bookings, please call 020-167-2828. Glorious Event Center, your perfect venue for all your corporate and private events.
Oh, yes, I'll fly.
Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water. Produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality, this highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, being it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 493522 or 0503 130395. We produce in bulk quantities, so just let us know how much you need. We are located at Bon Ahunjo off the Temakosombo Highway and Dakuman, Nyamiche, Abeche Street. Glorious natural mineral water, so refreshing. Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water. Produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality, this highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, being it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 493522 or 0503 130395. We produce in bulk quantities, so just let us know how much you need. We are located at Bon Ahunjo off the Temakosombo Highway and Dakuman, Nyamiche, Abeche Street. Glorious natural mineral water, so refreshing.
Fly away, yes, I'll fly away.
Glorious Event Center is the perfect venue for all your special occasions. From wedding ceremonies and birthday parties to funerals, live band performances, corporate events, and private gatherings, we've got you covered. Let me show you around. We also have spacious conference rooms, restaurants.
Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water. Produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality, this highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, being it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 493522 or 0503 130395. We produce in bulk quantities, so just let us know how much you need. We are located at Bon Ahunjo off the Temakosombo Highway and Dakuman, Nyamiche, Abeche Street. Glorious natural mineral water, so refreshing. Are you thirsty and in need of well-purified water to quench your thirst? I recommend Glorious Natural Mineral Water. Produced through reverse osmosis to the highest quality, this highly purified water is perfect for any occasion, being it wedding ceremonies, parties, funerals, engagements, and many more. Contact Glorious Natural Mineral Water on 0548 493522 or 0503 130395. We produce in bulk quantities, so just let us know how much you need. We are located at Pong Ahunjo of the Temakos.
Adiache, Yamama Kwaba, Ediba Marego TV Casanfoniso, any Yawaga, Nana Yao, any Yawa, any Yao, I quaw for any eka humbi Yaba, for any so eka humbi. Yet I will trade the amponia copas say any song or the ache. Your friend Nana so you, a brazil dico one crat and pensem, a bebro. Can who say a so brino, yet that's so a woman. Is you know, I know probably ushe a wee any in your fessa. Eduko eposo so ho no say eho ayi hu kakra nti upia e ma wo remfi hu se obefa wakata bia fra obi na share no say upia e bia no asini ma hata e bia na bebia wo ko no se ho ye fra nipa no bisa ne se bebia wo ba no eho etesen asa na wako na nsuo no akoka wo anhye enra eneye enna maako efie maako odu baako a June 3rd atorenchem esiye enra so okupi mo madina eja atoto baabi no mo ama nsuo ase eyiri baabi nti na se e wose ahobanbo enehia nso upie na wahwehwe wo niam ase so oniam na nyina wadundum na efise ebia na electricity no esisi so a wonim ne ebepeja a ede oha ebeba nti upie make sure say wo plugs no obedum ne nyina bebia waso susu bia ebedum no e kame nko a nka dum fridge na nsa ukoba na wasan aso eno de na owo ho we no mo ne makeka na waso timi yahwe yi asa na wepie abonten. So let's start at a slide, the champion slide, and Daddy Macha Onwa Esampe MP Edi for the Klo constituency. We will say Klo constituency in fan. Upper Manya, Yilo, and a lower Manya Yakambo, or non watuni de Klo constituency at NCB or Babedi MP or Nan we ya nature is a half forms and so crampono. At the same, it was on Becker campaign crano, Eddie Tiano, Major Mario, Babet Wasso. Ewo, Eonomo. Na just say bebo papa afin so the executive producer baako co-host Philip Hosuno Mario ewa ha ono de the botai ne say obete party na ya to abama no amana beji na se mampanyi na eptomri bi kra bi musom kwa kodi MP ewo presidency entimi amaso no ne party no eno tia
and then one say obi benya yi so kodi
MP na kai ho ni nkomo ka hunu se obetimi abeka ye ho e wa na sententan so me kire internet ne so ko Facebook be bodia na ko Instagram ko TikTok ko YouTube NX okwa bomode na like na share na comment yes share the Marego TV link opa ya katwe so a ye wa akose junction e wo okwenya akotema akosobo kwantempo no so obetimi afre na ma ya mebebo no na bedwafo edi nkomo edi afa nkrato eni edwade e ho 020-167-2828 020-167-2828 Marego TV ye wonne mapa edema me mama kwaba throwback Thursday
yeah
obi ahu to sing
yeah hu ye
mon potem to sing nra nsuo no sam ma ne ho me su pacho say we are very secure. Boy estate wa. Yeah, West side.
Weapon.
Work bomb.
Yeah, work
A higher estate.
Yeah, estate.
Shana man go boon dine
There
wo.
be all joke aside. My place is an estate, so I don't. There's
Not
nothing
a
like
dining
flooding.
man wo ho no so ne.
And then so so estate, you know, there are all kinds of buildings there.
Ah, school dining is it 10 twice on no so yes.
The area or school dining hall.
Ah, dine we chamber to
area or school dining.
My pa chamunim. Ebi ana I dey asama ba. Ye pon. Yeah, the cameras we ko ho na ya.
My area there's no school in my area. Yeah. You don't know my area more than my.
So me ka say school, then yes a school building. And then you see say school dining.
There be
to asase.
Say no nye school dan.
And ebi ni ho wo ho.
So bitimi si dan to
Ensure na toy no so eh. Ah how.
O se ni ho no me ye.
Ah yo.
how man can say me here.
Mate. Silasa.
Yeah, na so.
Unpote mo what to say.
Me dey nye atechemu ko na dey be.
Yesterday, someone was telling me that in rainy season, or when it is flooding, or when it is in the night and it is flooding, you don't drive Kia Picanto. Because yesterday, someone has to carry his or her Picanto on the head. Because the situation in Accra, the rains and the flooding within Accra and its environment, so it's not. Yesterday was June 3rd.
Yes, 11 years.
If you go to some part of Carnation, it's bad. If you go to some part of Medina,
Sylvester no kill me.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. If you go to
Medina, it's bad.
It's bad. You see, most of us are not disciplined.
Yeah, the word is discipline.
You see, most of us are not disciplined. From the top to the down, hey, we are all part of it. We are not disciplined. We will not take anybody out of it. We are not. Because fire can just not get up and enter into your room. No, it is caused by something. You see, so it's not all the things that we're supposed to blame, government has done. No, look, the flooding issues in Accra is indiscipline. And politicians are part of it. Were we not here when they told us that the Odona, they've given the Odona on contract, then passed immediate administration. When the president visited the site, and the Odona, no, they've not done it.
These people are killing us.
You see, so the politicians sometimes they are the cause of the problem, and they know they are the cause of the problem, and they won't do anything about it. You see, there's no way the presidency will get flooded. It will never happen. And if it happens, they'll move to a better place that you and I cannot even get access to that place. So it is about time we show that when they demolish those buildings at Waterpath, they shouldn't go and build them back. Accra, right? I can't go to Accra.
Dadana.
You can't go to Accra. Look at we are here. They are now moving from this side to this side. They are now coming to this side.
They will come.
If among pedan crowd, the place choke.
The place choke. See Accra. Me Accra definitely school. I'll go for Accra. Me go ahead and Accra.
See Accra. Me I adom digitalization.
You just be in your home and you school. You see, so the decentralization we are talking about. Let's decentralize some of the ministry and send some to Kofodia, send some to Pampram, send some to Adan, send some to even Peki Akosomoye. Look, I was telling the last time that there are some things you want to do it within the municipality, but you can't do unless you go to Kofodia, unless you go to Ho or you come to Accra. Then what is the essence of the decentralization that we are practicing? If I can't do passports, I can't get passport picture or traveling passport document at the assembly. I have to go to Accra, I have to go to Kofodia. Must everything be centered in Accra? That if it rains right now, whole Allah is a French word. The whole place is choked. Today, people cannot go to school because recently when they opened the Wager Dam, they are using the classroom as safe haven. So people cannot go to school.
Now Wager Dam, I'm not forced to down. Why not come on?
It's question for the gods.
So because him said damn, they are being
why not come on assassin or back with the final sign for that one assassin? I'm on one or moon no matter on why the mom permits.
Oh. Now, one, Nipa no come, Nipa
no, we have ignorance.
No. It's not about
Mario,
discipline. How can you buy land near dam?
Listen to something. See, me, obi koto asase. E ma me ka che nipa ne se bia koto asase ne wo no. E ho no nsuto breba, e ho yiri. Obi sa be se efie na metimo no hwan dia. ana me so ye me fie say ne wuti wo fie wo pesa me nya me fie ana
sebi
so what as okoto asas bi say na what meet no ahwa ana and sometimes na ignorance obo ha of course say e was say me to na me fie so say me to
some of the things it's like it's not about we are selling that, it's indiscipline. Sebi you akoso no dam is there.
Wow.
One akoso down or akoso
now why they
look at capital. Wow.
Look.
Where Accra?
Capital.
What is the capital town of Ghana?
Kenya Accra. Wow.
Share.
Hey.
It's the Ben na de bejai. The Ben pa na de bejai.
Look at something.
Nipa is a mountain na share yellow.
Enyo. Wow. I'm on for sifie waterlogged area.
Does it mean say they buy the land during the dry season and ensure to eh? But you look at the type of cars that are submerged.
Wow. It's ready, baby alpha. Eh? Oh, Charlie. Wow. I'm on for
this one. If it's within some few.
Where number
you say what?
Where number more?
Some of these things,
Mario.
If it has not happened to you, you just be at the scene and just say anything you want to say until it has happened to you. Look, those days when it rains at bomb heavily, those in Ahunju are not safe.
Yeah.
Even today, if it rains, those in Ahunju are still not safe.
Imagine.
You see, so if the capital city is flooding like this, they tell you. Then the MMDCs and the MPs within some of these areas, you put their, I don't know.
What's that Accra? No, Accra, there is a heavy drainage.
Yes.
See, a drainage system, yes.
Because
if we are able to do our drainage system well, in so toa, I do we emma. But although na ni ada no, ye nyo, near the political issue. Oh yeah, but papa we na meja no kra, we not mo papa we. And I hanu na say mu ye and I'm over it na mo ye dey. So what measures are you
look at that indiscipline.
Will be.
Insione to na sunsun ne ko afa ni ehwe bola de egum se sunsun ne bola say ya
emu fini ade ya
sabita frache to me ko rubber tuntumi ya chechiri na ne mo say ya
ene de number bia o
say ya
hwe ednation capital
ebi mo say
akwa moto ja moto
akwa oja moto na moto ne nko na o na sunsun se odi moto ko fa musa ya
we jade yi a omu bie dami aji baby afa baby a. I said, is it as a country there should be some plan there. Sabi Yebeka so okay, this is how we are planning for Accra.
An office.
Odim say Accra there and said I'm planning to ni you.
Where school dan yo?
Na na so me say.
A school dan na nso yiri ni sa no.
Accra ankasa no ho. Yam planning kroni you. Yeah, na di nyama gum na say no ano. We didn't plan for Accra well.
Enya Accra na no ye am marry your cope say school bi we chire hoyi. Ohun say school dan ba ku ye a bi e chire Robert ko twa mu won e wo bankum so hoyi. Say eti anye
buka say
poultry farm. Say wuti anye yie na say nsuo yiri be ho say a na nkola we school Robert be bo ada wo twa ikura say obi say say enti a higher ka school.
We chen pool. The way nsuo ni cop eh. Subhanallah. Accra be bia ye see them pan here as a country. What are we doing as a country? What are we doing?
It's about time we take certain decisions and we stand by those decisions. Irrespective of the votes that we get from all these areas. It's about time we just make sure. Look, there are some places in Accra that we know definitely here you can't sell there. Here you can't stand there. Here you can't build there. But people are building. AMA, they are there. This one, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, she will only go to the scenes and go and say, "Yeah, Mark, maybe mattress me, you know,
not move for
it will not bring it. You see, so it's about time when we take the decisions, we should be firm about it and just make sure that nobody go back to those places and go and recapture and build on those lands again. There are reasons why Accra is flooding because maybe I don't know fan
you sit down
and water they say find its own path. Find its own there to enter.
Oh, it's so dear.
First that none but papa ya will see where training. Nano send a baby ye will be one nipa ne so penny. One who's a video.
There be say at the end of the nipa no aye wo.
Nipa no your former candidate. Parliament can say penny say you be
but even the person is a former he or she is not above
the law. That is it. And also ma ho kwan ono no mo threaten and not before na ba ho no say mo do chana ade be chi mo be hu ne mema dia ye mo mema ye yi mo me wa no we twa boy kakraka wo campus area mo ho enya asem ketwa
no above the law. But the American is before so be basic then. You technocrat or mumma the kind of in-depth knowledge about baby akwako sit down. Inti mimigidi say every municipality you want penny for they are in charge of those things. Inti part of property resource money. Because we be basic down or baby not move forward being physical planning for correct baby all sit down a waterlog and any waterlog. We make provision for a drainage system. But if you say bia kakra obi bedinti na their money pay even a chere ni pay or ya dey with chere what you say I don't know these are certain things we need to prevent sa sika kakra and then obenya wo and who because of your ignorance who the best am for bibre and an answer oh
me da say isu tobre no asa peja ni homre so nti yesre wa na wahwe ba bia wote wo hwe se ba bia wote no nsuo tayiri di fa ho aba mo de afra wo nua bi ene wadanfo bi na kwakota ne chense mre ni twemu ana wa ba afre so to asase a chen isu tobre samre no na wato asase no enya kwa ehunu se ho no da che ebeboa anase emboa yebebo ko wa krata ne so tewu na chese ya sore eso yebefa the Daily Search. Let's say anti-LGBTQ bill attaching exposes Bagbin. Is it too late in the day for question of reversal? One person feared dead in Adenta news site disaster. GJA to honor champions of press freedom and media development. Yebefa the dispatch. And it was the dispatch. Ghana, like the best of Africa, does not seek sympathy but mutually beneficial partnership. President Mahama. Ghanaians want anti-LGBTQ bill assented to, not parliamentary technicalities. Catholic bishops. Christians Council backs Mahama's approach to anti-LGBTQ bill. Paul Afoko has a unique plan for the MPP to win the 2028 presidential and parliamentary elections. The Accra Times. Future of Africa will be written by Africans. President Mahama. Bagbin tasked African parliaments to uphold values that define continent. Africa needs a unified legal shield. Speaker Bagbin. Keep away from drugs. NHIA Deputy CEO warns students. Stop blame game. Afoko appeals to MPP. Betty Crosby Mensah, a worthy of personality. The Daily Democrat. NPA boss added as CEO summit. National Prayer Day set for July 1st. Vice President pushes investment in rice. Group plans demo over South Africa xenophobia. Tensions at NLA as salary talks reach deadlock. State launches telehealth service for pensioners nationwide. The Ghanaian Times. Ghana witnessing renewed growth. President Mahama. Plastic waste to fuel. AMA NRTL Soul Landmark Recycling Deal. Project to create 1,500 jobs. June 3rd disaster victims push for justice and compensation. President powers over security heads. Supreme Court dismisses Imani Amin suit. The Business Analyst. Inflation for May 2026 is 3.7%. GJA to honor champions of press freedom. The Daybreak. I am willing to lead if party wants me. Eric Opoku. Cultural sovereignty must rest on strong economy. Julius Deborah. An easy calm at early service. Auditor General Board Chair Lock Horns over staff promotions. The Daily Guide. Mahama rejected term bid. Samra Boyle mining case Wuntumi faces judgment July 3rd. Chiefs bag gold for Sakwa lease extension. Gifty Owari gave omnibus transfer authorizations banker. Bagbin slams foreign pressure on African laws and values. The Daily Graphic. The Daily Graphic. 11 years on, June 3rd, disaster victims cry for 40 million Ghanaian cedis damages. GWL urges assemblies to check flooding. Fidelity Bank accelerates growth in 2012. 2025, Speaker calls out aid conditionalities. The Chronicles. The Chronicles. Alvedakpa community appeal for inclusion in dual carriageway project. GES pros alleged extortion at Techre SHS after the Chronicle expose. Nkowa krata abipimo anopawe ini na chese bebo bosona wonam personal sakebia na chese what afa so lie on the floods. Sylvester yetwa so be ewo flooding this so 11 years on and right ka ho asem ha enra na flooding ekọ so ema ejai share so abam ewo madina ne adenta ne important mo to amafo na even sorry so
nana so you a foot ni de ekomo obibia the stakeholders within the obia ekahu, especially with the residents, with the municipal, the regional minister, the NADMO physical plan obibia. I will say they have to come on board and make sure say proper measures will be put in place. We have to identify the problem. If the problem is a drainage system, then one, we have to make sure that we take a second look at it, thereby providing a good and a better drainage system for Accra. Because Accra, flooding be a drainage system. And so it is up to the people in charge to make sure, say, indeed, Odona, need the Akana, is your toy farm, we need to make sure we prevent certain issues from happening. This is a nation capital. You won't say so to me, talk, I'm a crew or what. And our countries are so to me, but we know, and ye hurricane ye, and ye tidal with me now, but
Hurricane Catherine,
and ye tidal with me
and
now,
I
but
with the Hurricane Sylvester.
It's weirdo, and ye tidal with me now, but and so torn from our born ama yama bibril. But these are certain things as a country we have to prevent because baby again in year do now we are well recognized in the global world, you know. And one said these petty things, you know, should even send our name outside. Say Ghana a nation capital, Pana esa. No. So the president at Accra, the ministers at Accra, a cabinet minister at Accra, penny for baby at Accra. And so if these things are happening, it means that we should take a second look at it. I want the president to come. No make a Ghana for say Accra is a city be as I say ye be yen sisaye Accra. Name what and yes and so you adewe ye didi agrosa no e de nyama bebre ne beba me da ase
adewe ye didi agrosa de ma bebre ne beba hwe wasetene mu na fato abapa hwe wasetene mu bebi akwato asase na to asase pa ne so briba ohu anchiro ye sese obi abehye ne ho so na wahwe ne ho so yie me se wohwe na bebi owo ne so yiri ba ne hawa bomade afa ne ma ba ko mienu miensa bi onkwa ehia esi hunjapade no na kwotena onua bi nche yansa emre ni twemu a na wasamba na ka hunu se samre na emre ni twemu na wi abo na waba no na wababo aho apebe fufuro etu akwakotena aha na di dwumedi ni sase da pese enkoma Philippus no Marego ena afenso Sylvester Cheteslide the champion slide MP incoming MP for Klo constituency ye frame na so na meka wo say Marego TV yakatwe e wo Akuse Junction Okwenya tabako so bo kwantempo no so bo modin ha say wo be follow ya na wo be di echi be hwe echi akwan e wo internet no so me kire Facebook TikTok Instagram ene ne akeka nyina ho me say ye nema nyina abo e wo fom ye wo nema hodro bebre so wa ha adwuma hodro bebre ayeye enso wa hanom enti bo modin say obeba yakatwe no ne ya bedi nkombo fra bedwa force no ne mu ni nkombo na ye ntete nema so emfa ma e wo 020 167 2828 020 167 2828 Bra Marego TV ye board da form ye wo nema panso e de ma metwa me ho na fa abo afrokrato na fa be de kebi memi kebi amanyosem abrel Gideon Frida best
Dakuman, Nyamiche, Abeche Street. Glorious natural mineral water, so refreshing.
Fly away, yes, I'll fly away.
Glorious Event Center is the perfect venue for all your special occasions. From wedding ceremonies and birthday parties to funerals, live band performances, corporate events, and private gatherings, we've got you covered. Let me show you around. We also have spacious conference rooms, restaurants, canopies and chairs, guest rooms, live bands and spinning equipment for your services. Glorious Event Center also provides video coverage and photography services for all your special occasions. Locate Glorious Event Center at Akuse Junction off the Temakosombo Highway. For bookings, please call 020-167-2828. Glorious Event Center, your perfect venue for all your corporate and private events.
Oh yes, I'm fly. We have nothing in our life. You can't help me cause the criminal minds hide. What is about Madam now? And I'm a
Ponobio, 7th June, Yellow Cup Rave. I'm representing live inside Provo Dumasi, level 3 pop. It could be crazy, it could be bad. Only God, never share me. So me sorry, I no pana se me see me yape, yeah, yo, Yellow Cup Rave, we bad, mad. Anytime,
Joe abedi pokomi kofi kinata rekodo obisi on. I say Kroboland Kofi Kinata ma rep live on the 7th of June. Nti Odumase Somenya Bong Kofi Kinata ma level 3 bar and lunch. Kobo Odumase I say Omenyi na show and sell. See you. Move.
Everybody here, I shall put this shit in there. I do some nothing is stopping me. We have nothing in our life. You can't help me because the criminal minds.
Every morning brings a new opportunity, new conversation, and a new beginning. Wake up to the power of information, inspiration, and entertainment on Marego TV's morning show, The Morning Dew. Join me, Nana Soyo, as I engage policymakers, entrepreneurs, farmers, youth leaders, and people in the neighborhood shaping our nations, dissecting into issues that matters most in our communities and beyond. This is where your voice is heard. This is where your community is celebrated. This is where Ghana connects. Remember to join us on all our social media handles: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Locate Marego TV at Akuse Junction, Okwenya, off the Tema Akosombo Highway. Marego TV, the new experience with great insights.
Hello viewers, Marego TV brings you the latest news in the world of sports, both foreign and local news. Marego TV brings you quality presentation, good analysis, and better discussion segment. Catch Marego Sports Center Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Marego Global Sports every Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Join me, Champions Live, and my crew as we delve into matters arising in our sports fraternity. Follow our social media handles: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Marego Sports, the best from the East.
Every morning brings a new opportunity, new conversation, and a new beginning. Wake up to the power of information, inspiration, and entertainment on Marego TV's morning show, The Morning Dew. Join me, Nana Soyo, as I engage policymakers, entrepreneurs, farmers, youth leaders, and people in the neighborhood shaping our nations, dissecting into issues that matters most in our communities and beyond. Good morning once again and welcome to Political Arena. It is the bill that has divided homes, churches, parliaments and even the courts, passed by Parliament on the Thursday, 29th of May 2026. Now it is back in the news as Speaker Alban Kingsley Sumana Bagbin seeks for a reconsideration. And Reverend Intim Fodjo, MP for Asin North, Deputy Ranking Member on Defense and Interior, has publicly backed the Speaker. Today, we ask the hard questions. No shouting, no insults, just facts, voices, and decorum. This is Political Arena once again on the Morning Dew of Marego TV. I am Nana Soyo. Let's begin. Good morning and welcome to the studios.
Good morning.
I have Honorable Godwin Oblanda Tutruku. Hope I've gotten it right.
That's correct.
Is that the whole name?
Yes.
Or I've left some out?
No, that's okay.
Godwin Oblanda Tutruku. The youth organizer, right? The constituency youth organizer for the Lower Manya municipality, who doubles as the director of YEE here in the Lower Manya municipality, and also Cephas Tay Kwete, assembly member for Ukwenya Yilo and an MPP communication team member of the Yiloklo constituency in the studio to discuss this with me. Welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
How was your night and how was your area after the rains?
Okay, so if I have to take first, then my area is good, and then I'm also an assembly member for the good people of Odomase South electoral area. In fact, the Paramount Chiefs Assemblyman. Yes, that is it.
The Paramount Chiefs Assemblyman.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, assembly member. Yeah, the overlord of Krobola, then the Kono. Yeah, and then the Sakiti, the second. I am the assembly member.
For his electoral area.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Where the Paramount Chief is. Yeah. That's just for the records.
All right.
So our homes are good. Just that we've been blessed by showers of blessings from God. Anytime it rains like this, farmers are happy. And farmers always look forward to have this season because it helps their farm produce to grow. So as a farmer, I'm happy that June is here already and we are experiencing the rainfalls that we are expecting. So I'm happy and I thank God for the rain and I thank God for the cool weather and I thank God for the life of my constituents, my youths and the Ghanaians as a whole. Thank you.
Cephas.
Nana Soyo,
yes,
my area has been different.
Okay.
Yes. Yesterday, even during the period of the rain, almost 50% of Okwenya has no light. We do not have light. And I was at work by then. I have to be called to call in the electricity people to come around. And
lights out and you were called?
Yes.
Do you work at ECG?
I don't work at ECG, but that is how it
works. As assembly member, you will record.
That is how it works.
Yes.
All the effort I made has proven futile. So we have to contract a private guy to come and help restore the light at the place. Not just the light, but some areas, the street lights at the place are all off. Some had photocell issues, some has some peculiar issues that the guy has to fix. Yesterday alone, the cost I have to incur in restoring lights in some parts in Okwenya alone is outrageous. But then That is our work. So we'll do it and serve the people. The most bad aspect of it is that this morning a lot of workers do not have light in Okwenya to iron their dress before going to work, and that is the bad aspect. As we speak, Okwenya is not having lights, and the most sad aspect of it is that when you even say it or post it on social media, you'll be arrested for it, just like Baba Mando has been arrested. That is the sad aspect of the governance that we are experiencing today. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. But I've just been told the lights are on.
Yeah,
now.
they've restored power. Virtually, my area
now.
too, we had a power outage, and you know, ECG. It is not the government of the day who works at the ECG. ECG is an entity.
It's an entity on its own.
On its own, and we know how they operate. So if there is a heavy rainfall and there's a power outage, you should know there is a problem. So as an assembly member, I expect him to call the ECG when the residents called him. He should rather call the ECG to ask what was the problem before the outage. But when he was speaking, he didn't.
He said he called them severally, but it proved futile.
Yes, that's what I said.
But no, I'm saying that what was the response? What was the cause of the power outage? If he really called, they should have given you that issue, the problem of the power outage.
From what he said, nobody answered him.
No,
they answered. They told me they are coming. We waited. They never came.
No. So, they never came.
But ECG will not tell you the problem. They are not answerable to you.
Unless you don't
they
ask.
They will come and ascertain the problem.
Unless you don't ask. And I don't want him to allude that to the government. We have solved doing so. When they came, they did nothing about it. They came 8 years just for them to leave.
And this morning there was light out.
To do nothing about it.
The same
when they came to power, it was 0.00.
Hello.
We held the power.
We are not discussing ECG here in the studio. Please,
as an assembly member,
will you please hold on?
As an assembly member,
Honorable Blanda, we are not discussing ECG here. No, we will discuss ECG at the right time. But what
I want to tell him is that next time when he's having a light out, he shouldn't call a private.
I said I called ECG several times.
I shouldn't get.
Will you please allow me to come in? Hello, Oblanda and Cephas. Oblanda and Cephas. Hello, we've not started yet. You heard my intro.
They have the certificates, they operate. They have the certificates.
You get someone in trouble.
On that note, we go straight on to the main topic. Honorable Oblanda, I want to begin with you, Honorable Oblanda. Silence in the studio, please. Honorable Blanda, quick question. Are you going for election? Are you running for election? Do you want to vie for any position in the NDC for Lower Manya Global constituency?
Yes, please, of course. Yes.
What position is it?
I'm going for the constituency chairmanship.
Why the constituency chairman? 2 minutes.
Oh, thank you, my dear sister. You know, politics we do is about numbers, and as the constituency youth organizer, of which I've gotten to, now after the elections, 2024 elections that we rescue power, we went for the MCE race, and the MCE has now been given, the chairman has now been given the MCE position. So the chairmanship position is vacant, and out of the 28 constituency executives that we have, 20 of them had a meeting, and I was there unknowingly. They contacted me and they said they want me to become the next chairman. So I said, okay, if they give you that opportunity, you don't make hay, you wouldn't even get a linguist to be. So I've accepted it in good faith, and I took it as a clarion call, and I have said that, okay, I will lead you guys. And it will surprise you, all the branch executives from across all the sectors also are pushing that I become the chairman. And they know what they have seen in me. So I thank God for the opportunity. And so therefore, I am pushing to become what they want me to become.
Thank you very much. You heard him right. Delegates of Lower Manya Klorobor National Democratic Congress, NDC. Let's quickly dive into our main topic. Or you have something? Are you also vying for an election?
Oh, well, for me, I'm not vying for any elections, but my boss, who happens to be Julius Afedi, the current communication officer of
Yellow,
yes, is now vying for the position to be maintained. We will actually want him to be retained and then continue the good communication work he has started some years back.
So yours is maintain Julius Afedi as communication officer for the Yuloklo constituency on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party, NPP. Wishing you all the best, Julius Afedi. Backbone to seek reconsideration of the anti-LGBTQ bill, and Honorable Intim for Joe backs that. Is Backbone right to seek for reconsideration of the anti-LGBTQ bill, Oblanda?
Thank you, Madam Soyo. And let me use this opportunity to say a very good morning to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Let me also say a very good morning to my regional minister. Let me also say good morning to all national executives, regional executives, constituency executives, and branch executives. As we are in the period of our reorganization, I want to encourage everybody to embark on the community engagement, the delegate engagement, because they are going for a contest on the various branches, and it is the delegates that will vote for them. So they should get to the community, have them talk to. Very soon we're gonna publish the timetable and the schedule of the elections so that they follow suit. So I say good morning to all Ghanaians and good morning to the viewers and listeners of Marego TV. I'm glad to be here always, and thank you for inviting me here today too. Okay, so back to the case or the subject matter. You said Bagby is calling for a reconsideration of the bill that was passed on Friday, 29th of May. Well, you know, Babin, to say he's one man that he's very principled, and he's the man of his words. He doesn't just say things out of the blue, but he always wants to do things right. This is not to say that what the second speaker and the parliamentarians did on Friday in his absence was wrong, but for reasons best known to him, as he said in his statement, he made mention that he received petitions from some members of the MPP. He also received some petition from international organizations calling on him to review the bill that they passed the Friday. And the call that he was placing, to me, if you ask me, I would say he knows his job, and so I will leave him to that to do. Also, he's not calling for a total reconsideration, but he's just calling for the third reading of the bill. All that he's saying is that the Parliament, the Order 170 and then 1701, 1702, speak about the processes that they need to use in passing a bill, and they have exhausted all those processes. But in the last stanza, the Order 172, which states that at the third reading of a legislation, they should leave it at least for a day sitting before they continue to pass it. So it's based on this. On that Friday, I think what they did, that there is a lacuna in that aspect of the order. So that is all that he's calling. He's not calling for a cancellation or what have you. And you know, Babin,
your time is up, please.
That he's the man that will always push for the right thing to be done. So I think if he calls for that, why not? Okay. We are not against it. He is also not against it. The bill is a bipartisan bill, and we want to see to it that the right thing is done, as the president is ready to assent on the bill when it's passed and ready.
Thank you very much. Same question to you, Cephas.
Thank you very much. Interestingly, Speaker Gbagbin, on one breath, is right to say that. On the other breath, he is very wrong to say that. Why am I saying that? Speaker was in Parliament when the first bill presented by Sam George was passed and has never gotten to the president. They were the same people who said the bill has gotten to the president and refused to sign or assent to it. Today, what is the narrative? The same cup of tea has been served to them. And for my brother to say that Ahiafo did not know the parliamentary proceedings or did not follow the order he quoted, it is very, very appalling. Because as a first deputy speaker should be able to know and have in-depth knowledge on this order that he quoted. So for a first deputy speaker not to follow the order, but for me, I have not seen in that order that before a third reading will be done, they should leave it for another day sitting. I have not seen it.
Then you have
unless
to double check.
So fine. So you can read it for us to all hear and understand. Because if Ahiafo himself do not see this, then how much more me? You guys, they are the possessors of the law. Now, the bad aspect of what Gbagbin is calling for is that Gbagbin mentioned that he is a principled man. And then when the bill comes before him, they will make sure they pass the bill, send it to President John Mahama to assent to the bill and make it a law that will bind everybody. Today, the law has been sent, the bill has been sent to Parliament. They had a first reading, second reading, third reading, and it has been passed. The majority leader is also a lawmaker himself. After the passage of the bill, Speaker Gbagbin held a press conference and said that he was surprised. How come is he surprised in the passage of this bill? He has been in the chamber from the beginning of the proceedings and later left. Now, Gbagbin wasn't surprised when the earlier bill under Nana Akufo-Addo was passed in Parliament. But today, he is saying that he was surprised and it has to be reconsidered. Fine. Gbagbin would have been right if he says that the bill has to go back to Parliament, they have to review and reconsider and add the amendment, the 32 amendments, 31 amendments, and then 22 deletions. They've deleted some of their articles and stuff from it, 22. If Gbagbin is to say that they should go to Parliament and reconsider and put all these things into the bill for passage, I will give Gbagbin a thumbs up. But I am very confident that that is what Gbagbin wants to do. That is the reason why he's saying that it should go back to Parliament and be reconsidered. So on that tangent, if this is the knowledge or this is the rationale behind the reconsideration that he's talking about, then I support him in that breath. But if they are still going to dilly-dally with it again and just to delay the president from assenting to it, then I do not support him. Nana Soyo,
your time
you
is
remember,
up.
you remember, let me make this point. You remember one time Sam George was on live TV saying that the Chief Justice has been contracted to delay the process of the bill going back to court. You know, when the earlier passed it, Richard Sky
send it to court.
Great. So, and it was taking some time for the determination to be made. Sam George on live TV made a declaration that the Chief Justice has been contracted to deliberately delay the determination on Richard Sky's injunction. Today, Nana Soyo, today, can we say in the same breath that Bagbin is also acting in the same breath just to delay the president from assenting to the bill.
Thank you very much. Oblanda, let me come. Should there be, do you think there should be an open dialogue for this bill to be passed? Should there be an open dialogue?
Nana Soyo, thank you for this opportunity. The dialogues, we've had a number of dialogues already. Religious leaders lobbying for the passage, civil society writing, and what have you. So we've gone past that stage. What we need now is that the bill should be passed, and that is all. President John Dramani Mahama would in any day assent to it. Unlike the Etsu Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Bawumia regime, where they were rather playing dilly-dally with the bill. The bill was sponsored by private members, and it was passed, and the bill never got to him for whichever reasons we don't know. And then they've asked him, then they said that the matter was in court. Meanwhile, Richard Skype and Amanda Odele did not file that day. But the day that he was referring to that matter wasn't in court. It was the following day, rather before Richard Skype and Amanda Odele sent the matter to court.
Really?
Yes.
Does it have proof? Let's see.
Are you the host?
Take it as an assignment.
Why?
Are you
are
host,
making
please?
it?
Take it as an assignment.
Please leave it for me for
He
follow-up.
who alleges must prove. So you have to
Will you please leave it for me for follow-up?
Read wild.
But let him prove his
Read wild, and you will get that. So when in their tenure, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his government, they were not ready to assent the bill. When Sam George in Team Fordwar, the private member, pushed for the passage. Okay, now we are here. President Mahama has said it times without number that he only knows of two genders in this life, which are male and females, a man and a woman. And so, from his perspective, it is only these two people that can be engaged in whether a customary marriage or an ordinance marriage. Okay, so President Mahama is ready at any day to assent on this bill, unlike Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Let me educate my brother again. Bagbin's take will rather help the issue. Okay, what Bagbin is doing, Bagbin wants that they shouldn't leave anything unturned. Okay, so Bagbin is supporting the clarion call that they shouldn't rush the bill, but rather the bill should go through a proper scrutiny. And then answer you, the third reading of every bill, it affords members to assent or to comment on the bill. So if you think they have deleted something, if you think they have made some omissions or mistakes, that is where they will do the necessary corrections. So I want my brother to also come up to that speed that Bagbin that we are talking about, Bagbin mean well for the bill, but he is speaking as if Bagbin want to play as they played during their tenure. I want to tell him that NDC government, we are not like the NPP
Thank you
government.
very much.
We are different political parties altogether.
The dialogue stage, like he said earlier, we've passed there. Because even the Christian Council has been engaged. Okay? And when the first bill was to be passed in Parliament, the clergy were in Parliament. And they were making it look as if the bill hasn't been passed that day, Ghana would have been burnt down to ashes. They were there pushing They were there making sure that the first bill be passed. And lo and behold, it was passed. As at that time, nobody has seen a constitutional breach. Nobody has seen that there has been a procedural breach, including the clergy. Today, what is Gbagbo telling us? What is John Mahama himself telling us? That there has been a constitutional breach, there has been a procedural breach, and there has been all manner of things. Therefore, the bill has to go back to Parliament for reconsideration.
Since Friday to
now,
date, have you heard President Mahama talk about this?
President Mahama once told the clergy that this bill shouldn't be a private member's bill. He made that statement on the, let me be factual. He made that statement on January 4th, 2025, when he met the clergy, that this bill in itself must not even be a private member's bill, but it should rather be a state-sponsored bill.
And he's right on that. Today,
what has happened? Has he made it a state-sponsored bill? Now he's making an allegation, or he's making the point that the bill is a private member's bill. Therefore, when it comes to the president, before it gets to the president has the right to check and see if there are problems with it. It will go back and it will be reconsidered. That is the point John Mahama is making today. But forgetting that he told Ghanaians and the clergy that he is going to make the bill a state-sponsored bill. Now, I'll show you. President Mahama himself once bastardized Nana Akufo-Addo for not assenting to the bill, and that the bill came to him and he refused to assent to it. Today, President Mahama himself mentioned that the bill has never gone to President Nana
Akufo-Addo's table.
Dankwa for his assent.
That is a honest man for you.
So, but earlier he wasn't honest when he was in opposition. He wasn't honest.
You have 30 seconds to land.
Yes. So we had the NDC communicators at a time make it look as if gayism or lesbianism, LGBTQ started from Akufo-Addo's family. Basitele was on record, TV3, saying that Nanado has been raised in the gay family, and his uncle, Paul Dankwa, and so they are related to LGBTQ, and then it started from his family. So I'm saying TV3. I mentioned it. And that Nanado will not assent to the bill because he is a pro-LGBT member. Honorable Sam George was also on record, same TV station, made the same pronunciations that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was raised by an uncle who happens to be Paul Dankwa.
Is that true?
And then it's true. I don't know about that. But when you make it look as if somebody brought it to Ghana and he is not signing it because of that reason, and today you are not raised, or you were not raised in such a family, and it has been passed, you have all the right to do what? Assent to it. Nana, so Haruna Idrisu also made the fact that if the president, let me make this point clear.
You are not helping the conversation.
Haruna Idrisu also said that the bill, if the bill goes to the president and he refuses to assent to it, it can come back to Parliament and they can raise a resolution, a tutel resolution on it, and then pass it into law. What prevents them from doing that then? What is also preventing them from doing that now? Because the majority leader made it clear that there has not been any constitutional breaches, there has not been any procedural breaches. After John Mahama made the pronouncement, the majority leader also came out, was interviewed, and made this pronouncement that there has not been any constitutional. He did his work, and the president must sign.
Thank you very much. Oblanda.
Yes, dear.
Yeah, come in.
Thank you. If it must be done,
it must be done well.
John Dramani Mahama that we know, the humble and the gentle gent, hadn't said anything about this bill that was rushed to be passed on Friday. That I know. Babin is of the view that he doesn't want any situation whereby, no, not so you, and come to think of it, you know that Parliament is the legislative arm of government. They make the laws, and then courts, they do what? They enforce it and interpret it. If this law, this legislation, or this bill that is being passed to law is not given the proper attention so that it will stand the test of all the legislation procedures, my sister, someone could even wake up one morning and speak against it, will take it to court and raise issues about how the bill was passed. You are seated here. You have even forgotten. You are not even making allusion to what Intim your own MP, is saying.
What did he say?
Okay, that they have rushed the bill, and that there are some exemptions of the bill
The deletions and the omissions.
that he wants them to be considered.
Bring it back. Bring the previous
So why
bill
are you
back.
not saying it?
Bring the previous bill
It is
back.
not
The
just
one
for
is
you
Senado.
to come and sit
so-
here
so-
and
so
talk
please, you are
and talk
interjecting.
and talk.
So Oblanda, the question is, why didn't they pass the same law they wanted the Kufado to sign then? Why the omissions? Why?
And the deletions.
Thank you, Madam Soyo.
Yeah.
But with on that aspect, I am not a lawyer, so I can't speak to that. For whatever reason, it's best known to the 169 parliamentarians. For whatever reason, it's best known to the private sponsors of that bill. So, two wrongs doesn't make right. So that is what Bagwin is calling for, the fact that the bill should be revisited. President John Mahama is reserved. He is ready to assent to the bill anytime, any day.
So send it now.
Unlike
It's before him.
Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, his
So
cousin,
sign the bill. What are you waiting for?
how do you call it? Our former finance minister, who is now on the run and is refusing
We are
to
not
even
talking
come
about
to
finance
Ghana.
minister. Now the bill has been passed.
What's the name of the former finance minister? Attack.
That's not what we are discussing. That's
Oforiata. Oforiata told us on
are
3rd
talking
March
about
2024 that if they pass the bill, Ghana is going to face some sanctions from the IMF, and we will be losing 3.8 billion Ghana cedis. So based on those money, financial supports, that is why the MPP people don't or never wanted to pass the bill.
Thank you very much, Oblanda.
Oforiata won. And that is why they didn't pass the bill.
Oblanda,
We are ready to pass the bill.
And to you,
President Mahama is ready to accept on this on any day.
the president speaking during, wait, I am coming.
Unlike your
You were
government.
asking the president
So please
to sign
don't just
the
come
bill.
and sit here
The
and
president
just do
speaking
talking.
during a Q&A session at Chatham House in the UK on Monday, June 1st said, the anti-LGBTQ plus bill remains far from becoming law due to unresolved procedural and legal issues, including quorum
No,
concerns.
listen to what
That is what the president is saying. So he can't sign it now until
Okay.
those things are being attended
That's
to.
you. Does it mean that the previous bill, the first one that has been passed, does it mean that there has not been procedural and quorum matters
No.
and then legal matters?
No.
The legal matter there in the previous
No.
one was that Richard Sky sent
The
the
case to
bill
court.
to court.
That's
There has
what-
been legal matters.
That's what was the
Are you
legal
getting it? There
matter
was a
raised
legal matter.
at then?
Now,
Educators.
some judge by then made us know that the bill he was presenting, Kenya took it and then just changed Ghana and placed Kenya there, and they passed it. Today, what is preventing them from taking the old bill and then, we have no changes to do? Why don't they send the old bill, the poisonous bill, that has been served to Nana Akufo-Addo to drink, and he did not drink, why is it that they are not serving the same poison to John Mahama to drink today?
Thank you very much.
There were leakages, and we don't want to pass that bill in its form. There were leakages.
Please hold on.
Okay, so you can't force President Mahama or the bill parliamentarians to pass that bill in its same form. There were leakages, and we need to seal it, and that is what we're seeking.
Please.
You know Black Rasta. You know Black Rasta.
Yes.
Black Rasta on his show, that is 3FM, made it known to Ghanaians that President Mahama, like he said, that the bill is far away from becoming a law, is not going to assent to it because there will be a financial implications from the Western countries.
That was said by Ken Ofori-Atta.
Said it.
That was said by Ken Ofori-Atta,
and he made it known to Ghanaians and asked that there is not going to be any reason,
don't just
no effort, no pressure from anywhere that will make President Mahama to assent to this bill. So now they are looking for ways and means, tactful and playing to the gallery to make it known as if there has been issues. And also, previously there wasn't issue, but today there are issues. What are they telling us? They are throwing dust into the eyes of the
Thank you very much. Oblanda, before you come in, when NDC was in opposition, they wanted the Akufo-Addo to sign to this bill. Now NDC is in power, and they have made over 31 amendments. Why the amendments? Why didn't you sign the bill as it was previously as a government?
Nana Soyo, again, there were some loopholes in that bill that will still offer a gay and somebody who is still interested to become a lesbian practice it.
What are those loopholes?
Take it as an assignment.
I can tell you.
Take
he
it
doesn't know.
as
I can
an
tell
assignment.
You. If you give me a chance, I would answer them.
Those loopholes, we can't adopt them. We can't sign them.
But
so
previously you were on another Dankwa Akufo-Addo to assent to the bill.
The bill that was sent to Parliament, we have knowledgeable lawyers there, parliamentarians there, and if at his tenure and having those MPs there, and they haven't seen anything wrong with it, and they've passed it, then it should that should be it. Do you expect me to go and correct that? But at our time now, we have seen that these leakages need to be sealed. Even at that time, if Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo had assented to that bill, my sister, there will still have been leakages and people would have been practicing the lesbianism and gayism. But even that, he didn't attempt to sign it. Okay? But we have sealed all those leakages. That is what you don't understand.
Talking about? Say them.
I am telling you for a fact that we are not afraid of any financial implications.
The loopholes. Tell us the loopholes.
We are not afraid of any financial implications. Unlike Ken Ofori-Atta said, since we came to government till date, have you heard the government going to borrow any money?
Yeah.
But at
the not made just to fix the NDC governance, as people believe they are members of the Progressive Alliance.
So if you made me come in before, it will be well.
No, I said what we are doing now is to make sure that if the bill is passed, there wouldn't be any leakage. 2, if the bill is passed into law, nobody can challenge that bill in court. But now, what is being done by rushing the bill, if it's president assents to it, anybody, any Ghanaian, just like Richard Scarp and Amanda Odele did, can take the matter to court, and a court can rule out or can knock off that bill. So we said, if it must be done, it must be done well.
He just admitted that the majority leader, the first deputy speaker, has made excuse my language, a fool out of Ghanaians by passing a bill that will be an ordinary citizen can hold legal implications to them. That is the fact.
On the spell of the moment.
Now,
this should tell you how ready they are.
He has also admitted that the bill in its current shape and form is empty, has no any better legal backing.
No.
And cannot go anywhere.
No.
And if it is even
Don't
passed,
put
they are
words
passing
in my mouth.
for Ghanaians to just know that they promised to pass LGBTQ bill and they pass it. Now that's what the previous bill that has been passed and they never went to Akufo-Addo to be assented to. These
Because
were the
he blocked
loopholes.
it.
Let me tell you,
He
you don't
blocked
know
it.
those loopholes. These were some of the
He
loopholes.
blocked it.
In Team Fordwo, the majority caucus by then wanted an amendment and reconsideration. One of the points is that if you live in a compound house with LGBTQ people and they are doing their own thing, you must go and report them to the police for them to be arrested. And if you have not done so, you can be arrested and imprisoned for it
as well.
Now, I'll show you. I have my right. Every citizen has their rights. Just like the NDC was once a progressive alliance, was part of the progressive alliance that protects LGBTQ members. Now, that person have his or her rights. Why should I go and be wasting my time to be reporting somebody that does his own things in his room? I am not in the room with that person. So if I am in a compound house with such a person, why should I be arrested? Is that my business? It's not my business. 2, the previous bill made it in a form that when you are a doctor and you've even treated or you've given services to an LGBTQ member, you'll be arrested and imprisoned. Same applies to the judiciary. When an issue comes to court and they later on find out that the person you stand in for is an LGBTQ member, you stand a chance to be arrested and imprisoned. Same applies to some other, even the journalists. When you interview a journalist and they later on find out that that person is an LGBTQ member, the previous bill was making it's criminalizing it and making it look as if that journalist will be arrested and imprisoned for it. Those were the things the majority caucus were fighting for and were saying that there should be an amendment. And some judge rose to the occasion and said that no, the bill has been taken by various countries and they just changed the name Ghana and they placed their names there and they implemented it and assented to it and nothing happened in their country. When the clergy was making it known to Ghanaians that when the President Nana Dankwa do not assent to that bill, they are going to walk to the the Jubilee House to force Nanado to sign it. Where are they, those clergy today? Now, the bill has been passed and John Mahama is refusing to sign it. Where is the clergy to speak to that? They also we need to hear their voice.
So Nana Soyo.
Thank you very much.
President has to
you have 1 minute each to end.
So Nana Soyo, you see what he have just said. He had made allusion to the fact that the former bill, there were issues with it.
And you refuse to amend it.
There were issues to it.
And the minority by then refused to amend it.
Now, the bill that has been passed, we have made those corrections.
Why didn't you make that correction then? Why didn't you allow for the corrections to be done?
The bill proposes that if you see a gay person one-on-one standing, you should report.
And now they eliminated it. They took
we
all
have
those
it.
They deleted all those ones.
No, that is not true.
It is
Go
true.
back and read.
It is for even made it on the floor of
Go
Parliament
back
last
and
3
read.
days. He made
Go
it
back
there.
and read.
Even the minority.
Go back and read. Again.
You don't know what we are discussing.
The bill is giving a duty to do what? To report. Okay? Now, if let's say a brother is a gay, okay, and then he goes to a hospital for how do you call it? A surgery. Okay? That one, the law speaks against it. Every doctor is being prohibited from doing surgery. You see a man that he want that they should give him a breast or they should take off his or her private part, excuse my language, to make him into a woman. The law speaks against those things. Okay? But at their time, there were loopholes. So now, the bill that we are passing, we have made... Oh, are you not seated here?
the loopholes?
Hello, we have 3 minutes.
What are the loopholes?
When you continue, we just we have 3 minutes in this.
Now what?
Honorable Blanda, you made your point.
Where is it?
Now what we want to be done is that we want that the law should stand the test, the bill should stand the test of the procedural approach in the legislature, so that nobody can take it to court again and knock it off. Okay? So they are using the orders. Don't forget that Parliament is a house of records and it is having institutional memories. So Bagbin, being the Speaker of Parliament, knows what he's talking about. So he said that we are doing this to correct the anomalies.
Thank you very much.
You haven't done anything. The loopholes
that I mentioned.
I stopped him when he wants to interject. I stopped him when he wanted to interject.
Previously, before it was passed, and then the minority wanted the considerations and amendment, and then some judge and the minority by then refused. Today, the new bill that has been passed do not include those clauses. One, it has exempted the legislature, it has exempted the judiciary, it has exempted doctors, it has exempted journalists from the act that when journalists interview an LGBTQ member, they will be arrested. It has been exempted. It has also exempted the part that when the judiciary rule on behalf of somebody who happens to be an LGBTQ member, he has to be arrested. It has exempted that. It has exempted a whole lot of things. Now, my question,
and what you see itself
has the premise on that. Wait. Wait, listen to
you have 30 seconds to land, so we leave to the studio for other programs to be continued.
They just want to paint Akufo-Addo black when he was in power black. And to gain political power. Today, they have the political power and the same cup of tea has been served to them. What the Ghanaian people are demanding today is that bring the old bill with all the clauses that you deleted and the clauses you amended for Parliament to reconsider and pass it and send it to the President, John Dramani Mahama, to assent to it.
Thank you very much.
He was making
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You all made your point.
For the bill to get
now, Oblanda, he should assent to it. Oblanda, he should assent to it.
Thank you very much. Oblanda,
international organizations are raising issues. The Speaker of Parliament is raising issues.
Hello.
So when the bill gets to Mahama,
Oblanda,
the President, he will assent to it.
You have 1 minute for your
closing remarks.
Yes, please. Okay. 1 minute.
So all that I want to tell our listeners and viewers is that the President of the Republic of Ghana is ready at any time, on any day, to assent to this bill. Also, whatever Parliament will present to him as President, he trusts the integrity of Parliament and he will just do so. He is a Christian, that he said, and he will never support this LGBTQ. Unlike the MPP government, that because of money,
1 minute,
they were supporting it.
Thank
and
you.
And then at the end of it, I want to advise my brother
as
an assembly member. I'm an assembly member.
I don't need your advice.
Please
go and advise.
When there is
Oblanda, you made your point. Thank you very much, Oblanda. A private Oblanda will come to that. Oblanda will come to that place. Thank you very much. Oblanda, my time. We will talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Thank you. I will talk about that, please. Thank you very much. I have Oblanda, please. Oblanda, I am not taking this, please. Oblanda, I'm not taking this. Thank you very much. Your parting words. Oblanda, for the last time, please.
No, let him know.
My time is up. You made your point. Allow him to lie. You made your point. Let him give his parting words. Same as your parting words.
Why you know that SCG man?
Your parting words. I'm ending the show. Your parting. No, so please, will you please keep quiet?
Honorable Sam George and Basinteli made it known to us previously that Nanado is coming from a gay family. That is wrong.
Oblanda, you did not interject when you were giving your departing words.
That is not
please,
factual.
when you were saying your party, you don't interject.
Please,
please calm down.
This is a conversation.
Please, don't interject him, please. Thank you very much.
This man that has been bastardized, lied upon, destroyed his reputation. In 2018, there was a man called Alex Kofi Donko who registered a company in LGBTQ. So you let me be my point.
You've had all the time.
You have 10 seconds to land.
1 minute to closing words.
Oblanda.
And you are saying
so why are you interjecting him again?
Please, but you said closing remarks, and you couldn't also do all this.
2021. Okay. Nanado sent a national security operative to close down and destroy the place.
Thank you very much.
Later on, Nanado
1 minute is up. Thank you. 1 minute is up.
And we are
the bill will divide opinion. The bill will divide. The bill will divide opinions. Democracy works when we talk, not with fights. The bill will break things for people that are room inside. But still, we will talk about some. LGBTQ plus bill must be ascended to. I am Nana Soyo. Thank you very much for watching Marego TV. Thank very much to Honorable Oblanda Totioku for coming all the way from the NDC camp, and then Stephen Stakwe from the MPP communication team. After the day is next with news in brief.